Hello, and welcome to a little video about the 3 different types of solutions we can get while solving linear equations. The first type of solution we can get is one solution, and that's when we can actually solve for x, and we get x equals some sort of number. Whether it's 4 or 5 or negative 73, doesn't matter, there's a solution. Another one is when we solve a problem, the variable eliminates completely and we're left with an incorrect, a false statement. For example, 3 equaling negative 1. That's just not true. When that happens, we have no solution. The third type of solution we could possibly have is infinite solutions. This happens when we're solving a problem, the variable eliminates, and we're left with something true, like 8 equals 8, 2 equals 2, etc. When that happens, infinite solutions. So let's take a look at these 3 types. Okay, so let's start off with number 1. The first thing that I'm going to have to do here is distribute, which means I'm going to multiply inside of those parentheses. All right, 3 times 10 gives us 30x. 3 times 4 is 12. 2 times 15 is 30. And 2 times 6 is 12. Okay, check out the variables on both sides. On the left, I have 30x. On the right, I have 30x. This allows us to eliminate them completely because they're exactly the same. So what are we left with? On the left side, we have 12, and on the right side, we have 12. Does 12 equal 12? It sure does. That means we have an infinite number of solutions. Of course, you can also denote that by writing an infinity symbol. I can't write it that well, so I draw it with 2 circles next to each other. Usually it kind of looks like a sideways 8, but I am not great at drawing that. All right, well, let's continue to our next problem. Ooh, number 2. I'm going to start off number 2 by distributing again. Right. 4 times 6 gives us 24 x's. 4 times negative 1, negative 4. 2 times 12 is 24. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. And the negative 5 just tags along. Now, before I take a look at my variables on both sides, I do want to combine some like terms. So I'm going to go ahead and do negative 6 minus 5 on the right side. So we're left with 24x minus 11. Okay, now, on the left side we got 24x, and on the right side we have 24x. They're exactly the same, which means we can eliminate them. On the left side, we're left with negative 4, and on the right side, we're left with negative 11. Does negative 4 equal negative 11? Absolutely not. Those are 2 different numbers. So we have no solution. And, of course, you're always welcome to use our shorthand in math, NS, for no solution. And lastly, let's take a look at number 5. Once again, I'm going to begin by distributing, which means multiplying. 2 times 3 gives us 6x. 2 times 5 is 10, or negative 5 is negative 10. 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 6 is 30. And then minus 4 at the end. Before I take a look at my variables, I want to combine some like terms. And I see that on the right-hand side. 30 minus 4 gives us 26. Okay, time to look at our variables. On the left, I have 6x. On the right, I have 5x. Notice that they're different. Because of this, we only have one solution. And since we're at it, let's solve it. Why not? I'm going to begin by adding 10 to both sides. So I've got 6x equals 5x plus 36. And I'll finish this up by subtracting 5x from both sides. I've run out of room, but let's move it down here. 6x's minus 5x's leaves us with 1x, and it equals 36. So, the takeaway here is, if the x's or the variables are the same, and what's left over is also the same, if it's true, so the leftovers were 12 and 12 on both sides, infinite solutions. If the variables eliminate and we're left with something that doesn't make sense, like -4 equals -11, there's no solution. If we have two different types of x's, that means we're going to have one solution, and we can finish solving this problem and get an answer. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions, and feel free to reach out to your other teachers as well. Have a wonderful rest of whatever day it is for you. Bye!